Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the Ram 57 YouTube channel. We're back on the fancy camera today. We're all loaded up and we're headed over to 57 Motorsports West. It is the official first actual dyno day. We're going to be dynoing Chad's bike yet again. We got to get that all ironed out. Only got a couple pulls the last time. We're actually going to work the entire tune out today and hopefully have it settled enough that when we get horsepower numbers, we can just work on timing and optimizing to see where it wants to make its peak power. Let's head on over there, get set up, make some power, guys. Alright guys, we're here at the shop at 57 Motorsports West. We got the Wraith over here on the dyno. Chad's getting that all buttoned up, getting coolant in it. We're going to go ahead and make some tugs today and see if we can't get some final adjustments. We got the ramp here. We got to get that painted up today. It does function perfectly, so we're good to go there. I'm going to get you guys set up so I can get some decent footage. I'm going to have to chop the living daylights out of it. It is bright outside. Holy crap, what is that thing in the sky, man? I am a night shifter and this is not my style, but in any case, let's get you guys set up and hopefully we can make some tugs here shortly. Yeah, this is the last 3 pulls, so
Hang on. Look at my one.
this is what the data log looks like from ECU Editor. It gives you...
Hold on, mine's not recording. It's fucking frozen over.
That area, 2400 up, need fuel.
But I think it's a full battery out of this. Yeah, maybe it's fucking frozen.
So what we're looking at here is log data. This gives me air fuel ratios. Red and orange are lean. Blue is in the target range. Yellow is lean, but not horribly lean. And dark blue is rich. So I've already made my adjustments here and here. I haven't done 8800 and up, so I'll go 8800 and up, 50-ish%. I'll select this range, and I'll add fuel. 5% of the time, generally, when you're that far off. Down here we are pretty freaking happy. 12,000, I'm happy with that being a little rich. 13.1, 13.1, 12.3. 12.8, so between 8,800 and 9,600 at wide open. So 8,800 and 9,600 at wide open. I usually go under wide open too, because they're generally about the same. I need to take away a touch. I'm going to take 2%. All this up in here, I already took and trimmed a huge chunk of fuel out of this because this is rich. We're in 11.9, 12.0 range up in here. I'd like to be in the 12.9 to 13 range is where I'm targeting for this tune-up because we are on Q. We're getting really darn close. We have a really lean spot in here, 7,200 at 50%. I did do a tug at 50%, so we'll go to 7,200 at 50%, and we're going to select a square around here. Okay, bigger square than that. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and add, I think, 3%. And that's going to bring me down to where I want to be. So now that we've got all these edits done, I do not like tuning IAP, that's intake air pressure, and it was lean. The whole freaking thing's lean up in here, which doesn't surprise me. And down here is pretty good. This is where we've been working. So I cheat here. Auto-tuned map, auto-tune, and we'll go with it. It's generally going to be pretty accurate in that area because it's getting a lot of time to work there. So go ahead and close this, close our log. Gonna hit the kill switch. Got it. And we're on flash on the flash box. We're gonna go ahead and flash the ECU, and we're gonna let this thing cool for a hot minute because it's bleeding hot. Bleeding hot. Alright guys, so you guys are going to be watching this while I'm running this. Let's get data logging going. Create log file. Save. And we're logging. Alright guys, so I was editing away here, we're working on the video, and wrote down a note here. So I'm going to put this clip in where I felt that note was necessary. Yes, the idle is extremely high on this bike right now. When we started the bike initially, it didn't want to idle right. It just didn't. It was stupid off on the frickin' IAP map. And I switched it over to TPS only to get it running and start doing my street tuning. And in that time period, I couldn't get the idle air control to work right. So I shut that off and I manually turned the idle up using the screw. So now that its tuning has been somewhat squared away, the air fuel has come to a more optimal target at idle. I was able to turn IAP on. It's gotten even better because at that point I had it idling at like 2,000. Now it's idling at almost 3,000 because it's just happy where it is. So I turned on the idle air control and it stepped up to like 3,200. So I need to take the time, and I will, to dial the idle back up down with the IAP off, IAP, idle air control, IAC off, IAC, and set 0 on the IAC. So that'll be my target idle, which I have set on this bike at 1,800. I like them to idle a little higher just because I feel it oils better in the top end. So once I get that set, I can go into the ECU. I can set it to learn that as 1,800 base where it needs to set, and it should 0 the idle air control valve. Okay? So it'll 0 it in the middle. And then reset it down to 1,800, and it'll be the center of the idle air control. That way, if it goes too high, it'll have room to back off. If it goes too low, it'll have room to gain. Right now, in the middle, where it thinks home is way in freaking left field. So, just wanted to throw that in here.
What?
Extra right on there?
I don't think so, because it was pegged. Yeah. It was half, actually, this time, but... Alright, let's see what we got here, guys. We should have 3 lines. I got 2. We didn't get any of the 50%, but we got all the up top, which is what we were looking for. And we're getting real close to our target. We're still lean down here, so I'm going to add fuel below 2600 at wide open, but that may just be a lean spike from Excel enrichment. I'm thinking I'm not going to mess with that.
It sounded a little rough in the first couple pulls.
Those were part throttle.
Ow. Well, I was like, why is it coming out so slow? I don't know what you're doing, so.
I am very, very happy with that, except for in here we're 13.6, 13.3, so I'm going to add some fuel from 76 to 8,000. Down here, this is idle range. Once again, we're very much improved, but not there yet. We're getting really close. So like I said, we're going to do auto tune map on IAP because it gets decent enough data there to work with. And in TPS RPM, come on, kick me over. It's making some suggestions throughout here that I really want to go with. And then where was that logged AFR? This is going to be decent. 8,000 to 8,400. Auto tune map. 8,000 to 8,400. It wants to do nothing there, so I'm going to go ahead and add fuel there myself and just apply this auto tune map. So auto tune for the bulk, and then 8,400 right in here. Oop, too high. Through here, and then this square above. I always go ahead. I'm going to add 3% fuel. That should set me up pretty happy. The data count, we got 1 to 2 readings on all these, pretty well confirmed up here up top, and down here we got a lot of good readings. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with that, and I'm gonna say this bike is happy. It's ready for track from here. Yeah, we'll get the idle set down. Once we get it cooled down again, we'll back that idle down, see if it settles in happy, and go from there. Boom, boom. Sweet, sweet. Let's flash this to the ECU and send it. Cool. Alright guys, so that concludes the Wraith's tuning. We're pretty happy with where it's at. We haven't made peak power yet. Obviously we don't have a way to meter that, so we haven't touched the ignition tables. We don't know if we're at optimum air fuel for power yet. We are targeting 12.9 to 13.0. It's a safe, comfortable position. Usually I target somewhere around 13.2 on pump gas and race fuel, but I don't know where this engine wants to be yet. It sounds happy at 12.9-ish. So our fluctuation on that pull was between 12.8 and 13.1. Pretty happy with that window right now, so we're gonna go ahead. We've taken it off the dyno. We got to run up to my place and grab the Wago off of Dragonfly. Scotty has a wideband for his bike, however it's not functioning. He has a sensor fault. So rather than fighting through that, we're just going to go ahead and pin his bike out for the Wago and get a good accurate data log. So we'll see you when we get done with that. Alright guys, and we're back. We have the Wago wired up on Tulip over here. We're just adjusting. This has a very, very good flash in it to start with. But a flash is a flash, especially when it's a cookie cutter. It's gonna get you power gains. It's gonna get you in the ballpark, but that last 1 or 2 horsepower, that's in the fine details. We're really close. We made some adjustments the other day at the track based on mile an hour because we had no wideband. We kept adding small increments of fuel until we found the peak mile an hour we would get up top. Now, with the Wago, we're able to see that that is dead on 13.1, 13.2. It's about target AFR. So below that, we didn't mess with it, and I'm seeing that it's rich. We're in the 12.4, 12.5 range. So I've gone ahead and cut some fuel out of that. We're gonna make another tug, get a good bit of data, and see where we're at from there. I just gotta clear the data buffer, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot a little film here for you guys.
One opportunity.
For all you wanted all year.
Just don't eat my spaghetti before you go, and you'll be able to do good.
I ain't going up to do fuel. just rolled over 12,000. I just clicked over for you. Literally just clicked over. I was like, look, it's 12,000. Dang it, here. 1,200.
It's showing 12. It's showing 1,000 on the line I
I just rolled over 1,200 miles. Just clicked it over.
It's got 2,200 now. I had 1,000 and I reset it trying to do something else. And I just remember that's 1,000 over there.
Alright guys, let's see what the data comes up with. That sounded cleaner. It pulled a whole lot nicer down low. Same up top. Above 8,000 it's still lit, but you didn't hear that huge step. So hopefully that step's gone. Alright guys, so we went ahead and made our adjustments. I pulled fuel in that last run down low and it sang through better, but it was a little lean. It was running like 14.0, so I pulled too much. I went from 12.0 to 14.0. So I went ahead and I split that difference and I feathered it all out so there's no steps, because I left the steps because I wanted to see how big the difference was. This should sing through a whole lot happier, and we were able to add a little bit of fuel up top, so hopefully that results in a little more horsepower. Hey, I don't care if it has my face. Hey, look out.
Hey, gotta go outside.
It's gonna get loud.
Get loud.
Okay, let's head outside.
There's a little step at like 6,800. I can feel a step in the power. I said, what? So that transition I've been working is a little off on that little transition. Can you butter now? Holy shit. So we're pulling the log data right now. That sounded a lot happier. There's still a transition there that isn't quite happy yet, but it's pretty close. Like I said, I'd left the shelves. I just started buttering them out, so we're gonna go ahead and smooth the last of those out and see where we're at from there. I don't want to give you guys too many details, but we are using the Wago logger, so we can go ahead and zoom in a bunch. And there's all our runs, so I'm gonna go ahead and make my adjustments and we'll see where we're at.
Ba-bum-bum.
guys, and we are home. We went and had some sushi, enjoyed some conversation, and we successfully finessed Tulip, so hopefully we can gain that little bit he needs. It is going to be in Chad's video, so I might as well let it go that his goal for the year was a 5.9999999. He has run 6:08, I believe, 6:05. He's freaking close. He's like half a horsepower away. Pretty sure I gained that tonight. There was some fuel needed up top we added at the track, and we got that pretty darn close. And currently, the biggest portion that needed trimmed was down low. So I went ahead, got that all smoothed out, evened out. Still got two little odd spots, but it's also way below the power band of a Gixxer 1000. So probably not really going to affect it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm actually going to sit down and start pulling the footage off here. I know I have about 2 hours of it, and we're going to see what we actually got, get some polls, some conversations on. So hopefully it was good. Please like, subscribe, check out the Team Righteous YouTube channel for other content. This content will be coming out later this week. I think he said it's going to go like Tuesday. I'm dropping this immediately tonight, hopefully. So I work night shift. He's awake during the day. Have a beautiful day, guys. Thank you for watching.